all the timelines are pretty much the same, except that, it's just the stories that happen within the timelines that allows you to know the timelines by BC, BCE, or AD, or even centuries or millennium to which we are living in right now, to all the chaos that's been fabricated. So with that said, welcome to TTO Don't Limit Production Inc. Future Renaissance. And as I start reading, I'll explain more based on this to do my best to try to connect the cliffhangers for you. But understand, we're not live, it's pre-recording, and I don't want to just talking for the sake of talking. And I'm pretty sure many of you guys probably, since I've been holding this, has been probably reading along the way. So I'll start reading, and if you already passed me, good job. If not, then you'll see it then. Page 1 of Deep Thoughts of Therapy. You could own your copy on Amazon for $15.99, or if you don't want to own it outright, you could actually have access to it through Kindle for a third of a fraction of $5.99. With that said, Deep Thoughts. And understand, I started writing this book, I said 2002, and I revised it 10 years later after 2002. And then 12 years later, which is 2024, for about 4 months is when I revised it again. So this book was actually revised 3 times. And I guess there's a reason behind the madness for everything, right? So with that said, Deep Thoughts. And please excuse my accent because, English is not my first language. And as you guys get to learn and start to read along, you will know exactly where I come from. It makes no sense to try to spoil a lot of the funs. And that's why I want to start going with the reading for right now, okay? So with that said, Deep Thoughts. There's a balance in everything we do in life. It's a mystery whose true natures and mechanics science have been wrecking their brains lately. They are back to the drawing board because everything they taught was a lie. Like, everything they taught was a lie. The information that has been fed to us since the earliest years of the 1900s. Miseducated, as Lauryn Hill said. As I got older, I realized it's always a good thing to sit back, relax, and enjoy the tranquility, especially while making moves. That's when we evaluate the importance of things in our lives, our accomplishments or lack thereof, and truly begins to understand why we are who we are and what our purpose in life is. Anyway, I come to terms with the idea that a person's mind is really like a computer. Now, remember, when I said that, it was back in 2002, which means that I was already ahead of myself. So 2002 to right now, we're talking about 23 years.